Hello guys, and today we're going to make a workflow video. I'm going to try and create a song from start, from scratch. And I'm actually going to try and use this song in a release. So let's see how it goes. Usually I like to create a song for a demonstration purpose, but this one's a bit different. I actually do need a song. So I thought, let's kill two birds with one stone. Let's create the song and actually film the process as we're doing it. So I'm going to use Ableton Live 11. You can see that it's here, and what I want to do is get a good instrumental. So I've just done a search in Splice for vocals, dry, genre pop. I've done a filter for length, so the longest song is at the top, and the idea behind that is that you get a song that you can actually build a song. You get an instrumental, you can build a song from that. You'll have a verse, a chorus, etc. You don't need to use instrumental all the time. You can take the instrumental out, but it helps you, well, it helps me arrange a song. So as you can see here from the grey ticks, I did download a few, but this is the one I think I'm going to use. Let's listen to it.
Oh, I knew you would call back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can.
It's really nice, isn't it? So I've actually downloaded it, and it's actually here. It's what we're going to do is just bring it into a new audio track.
Oh, I knew you.
So the other thing is the track itself is 109 BPM. So that's a good thing about Splice is it tells you the BPM, tells you the key. So it's in G sharp and minor. I already changed the song to 109 BPM, so we've got the song matching the vocal exactly. So we don't have to do it the other way around, which means the song will sound good. And in the warp, we just want to just change it to 109. And that's pretty much it in terms of the vocal for now. Now, when I'm creating a song, I have kind of like a sketch pad where I am composing. So I just have a piano, a bass, and strings. So let's listen. So I've got a bass there, piano, and strings. And that's what I'm going to write the song with. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's all you need really to compose a song. And you can use samples and stuff, but I think initially this is the way I want to go about doing it. As you build the song up, you start using samples, drums, etc. So the good thing about knowing the Splice scale is that we can use Ableton Live 11. We can use Ableton Live 11's scale functionality, which is out of this world. Actually, it's much better than the previous versions. It's actually, for me, the best new feature, actually. So what we're going to do is just going to right click and insert a empty MIDI clip in the piano. It's going to arm the piano so we can hear the piano. And what they've done, Ableton, is they've got this new scale button in the clip. So you can actually select the key of the vocal, which is G sharp minor. And in addition to that, you can actually, so where you see these green rows, so where you see green rows, you basically have notes that are in key, and if they're not green, they're not in key. If you click the scale button, every single note is in key, which is cool. So let's go and use the drawing button. What we're going to do is just going to select some notes. This might take a while. But you know everything's in key. And let's listen to this.
Oh, I knew you would call back. Oh, I knew you would call back. you'd call back. You must be. You must. You must. You must be missing.
So that doesn't work, but I'm going to just take these chords again and just change them around a bit. That's better.
Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be missing me so bad.
So I think these chords are good. I'm just going to put them in a different order.
Call back. You must be. You must be missing me so bad.
I think I've got it now. Let's just get those into legato.
Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be missing me so bad. You must be missing me so bad. Me so bad. You must be missing me so bad.
That's better.
Be missing me so bad.
That's better.
Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be missing me so bad.
I think that's it. I think I've got it. Let's just legato that. So yeah, baby, that's it.
Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't wanna lose what we had.
So I'm going to try something else here. I'm going to get rid of that first chord.
When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't wanna lose what we.
No, let's leave that.
When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't wanna lose what we had. 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 What we had.
That's what we started with. So there's the chord. So I think one thing you'll notice is when you hear
Oh, I
the chords,
knew you'd call back.
see there's that bit of space there where he doesn't say anything. So what I want to do is just going to reduce the fixed grid a bit so we can, we've got a few more options here. I'm going to do kind of that chord jump. Don't know if that's how you should be calling it, but that's so every second chord where he has that sort of space. I'm going to do that chord jump. Let's listen to it now.
I knew you'd call back. You must be missed.
So let's make it a bit smaller.
Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said. When you left, you said.
Yeah, so that's kind of the thing I'm looking for. Oops. It takes a bit of time, unfortunately, but let's be patient. We've got lots of time. Oops, that's not what we want.
Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't wanna lose what we had. Oh, I knew.
So that's cool. So let's see what we can do with the bass now.
Oh, I knew.
So the bass looks like it's in G minor, G sharp.
Oh, I knew.
This is why it's difficult to play with a keyboard, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to just copy that into here. I'm just going to start with those kind of middle notes. So the middle notes are looking like they're the same. They're all B, but they are B. So let's just try some different ones here.
Oh, I knew you'd. Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be missing me. Oh, I knew you'd. Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be missing me so bad. Missing me so bad. When you left, you said. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't wanna lose. I can see that you don't wanna lose what we had. Lose what we had. Lose what we had.
So I haven't been talking much because I'm literally just playing by ear to see what sounds good, which is that, to be honest. I'm just going to duplicate that to another track. And I'm going to try something else. And this is a bit of an experiment in terms of just going to get the timing right. I don't actually care about the notes. I've only got a keyboard pad here, so I don't actually know what notes I'm playing. So let's listen to... You'll know what I mean in a sec.
Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be.
That'll do. So what I'm trying to do here is just get the rhythm right. And so those notes will just go into the chord slots. The chord slots of the need to go. If I can find it. Hold on a sec. So you just want to overlay them on top of each other so I just can see where they go. I seem to have selected both of them, which isn't really what I want. I just want to select the bass notes. Bugger, I'm selecting them both. How irritating is that? I guess there are some things about Ableton Live 11 that I don't understand yet. Damn it. I can't believe I'm doing this. So I'm just going to select those notes until I worked out how to do this. I'm just going to do it like this, and just do this. So the idea is to get all these notes in the same, exactly the same note thing as the longer bass, which did sound good. God, okay, that's better. So you probably think I'm mad, but let's listen to this, see how that sounds.
Oh. Oh, I knew you'd call. Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't wanna lose what we had. Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I.
So that sounds good enough. And now, in terms of constructing the song, yeah, I think that's the chords. So let's now just duplicate that onto the next part of the song to see if there's any differences.
Oh, you're the one that I need. Let's just take it slow and just breathe. Loving someone is not easy, you know, but it makes us feel alive, so we go with the flow. Just love me harder, have no mercy on me, just tell me louder. If you're loving me, just love me harder, have no mercy on me, tell me louder. If you're loving me, can I tell you what I want? Can I? Louder, if you're loving me, can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Tell you what I need. Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I
Apologies, I've got just cutting and pasting the wrong thing.
Can I tell you what I want? Can I
So that's it in terms of the song. I mean, in terms of, it's a pretty basic track actually. It's got the same chords going throughout, but what makes a song is the dynamics, you know, when things come out and things go in. So once you can kind of get that basic stuff going in, the next thing you want to do is actually add the real instruments to the song. It does sound good with the piano, I've got to say, but I need my Diva. So let's just get Diva plugin. I'm going to just plug that diva in here. Now, diva takes up a lot of system resources, and while I'm recording this video, it might cause some problems, so bear with me.
Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left.
So I'm going to just take everything off the master and just take all of this stuff off. I just want to focus on getting that diva sound right.
Oh.
This is the default sound, actually. It's not actually bad. So we're going to just automate this. I'm going to press A to just get rid of this keyboard. Press A. So the last thing I clicked on diva was the frequency button, so it comes up automatically on my automation. So what I'd like to do with the beautiful frequency filter of diva is start it low and just to nudge it to a relatively high level at the end of the bar. I mean, that's it. And now the other thing I'm going to do here with diva is I'm going to freeze the track because it's going to kill my shitty laptop if I don't do that. So let's do that as well. So takes a few seconds. Cancel, because we haven't EQ'd anything. We just EQ it first. So I'm just going to take the sub off, just a little bit of top. We need a few high frequencies because that filter is going to come in, and I'm going to keep this low cut side. It just cuts the side signal at the sort of the bottom end. I can even increase it a bit. I'm not even sure it needs. I'm going to switch the compressor off. I don't think it needs a compressor. Yes, so let's now freeze that. So I'm going to show you guys a trick. When you freeze a track, you can still actually add effects to it. I'm going to show you now. So diva has to be frozen because it's just got such a powerful hog of resources. So what we're going to do is we're going to not flatten the track actually. So we're just frozen it, so that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the track. I'm going to press Ctrl G to group the track. Okay, now I want to put a sidechain, well, I want to put a kickstart, which is like a sidechain plugin. But instead of putting it on the track, because I can't do it because it's frozen, I put it on the group. Isn't that cool? So you can still put effects on a frozen track. And you can hear diva in all its glory with effects. So if I want to put in, say, some reverb, some Valhalla, I can do that. Let's put the kickstart after the reverb. And now let's listen to it with the track.
Oh, I knew you'd call back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want to lose what we had. Oh, you're the one that I...
So the other thing about freezing the thing is you can then press Ctrl D and just have it playing throughout the entire track.
Can I tell you what I want? Can I?
Isn't that cool? So yeah, grouping is cool. So that's first thing. I've got my diva sound there, which is my sort of signature sound, and then I'm going to get Serum for bass. Just going to get this Serum bass sound. I'm going to replace this bass, which is the sort of the plucky bass. I'm not going to completely replace it. I'm going to actually copy paste it into there, if it lets me. course, it's not going to let me because it's an audio track. It's not Serum. Duh. We want audio. We want normal Serum. There it is. So we're just going to solo the Serum track. That sounds shit, but we're going to fix that. So first one's going to be kind of like analog basic shapes. So we're going to click this WT position. We're going to just go through the different positions until we get a square wave. And we're going to get the oscillator B in, and we're going to get like a spectral wave. So we'll just use a monster. No, not monster. Electric guitar. So we can use Squelchy for plucks. So let's use that. I'm going to use filter. I'm going to use the MG12. I'm going to put the filter on the A and the B. I'm going to put a sub bass here, which will be kind of this triangle, and I'm going to make both shapes -2, so they sound like bass. Still sounds shitty. And I'm going to get the sub. I'm going to put everything, even the drive, into the cutoff. I'm going to reduce this. I'm going to plug that to the cutoff. Just sort of the typical trick. It's good. We'll get some noise as well. Just anything will do. So we're going to get some unison at number 5. 5 or 7 will do. We'll just use 5 for both. And just detune inside. We'll just get the detune to be nice and tight. Okay. In addition, we're going to click mono. Then click always. Click. Let's click legato, so we get a bit of portamento time going. And it's going to change go to the MIDI effects and change the pitch down by 12. So it's not sounding exactly how I would like it, so let's just... Let's just go into the FX. We're going to select distortion, compressor, EQ. I'm going to take some of that high off the EQ. I'm going to put some distortion. Decrease the threshold. Make it a bit louder. Get this lower. Oh, that's better. That's better. What have I done? Yeah, so that was too high. The sub was too high. That was what was really good. Let's just increase the cutoff. So we can go mental here and just put a reverb. That gives it kind of a big sound, but I'm not 100% sure I want a reverb. Let's listen to it.
Oh, you're the one that I need. Let's just take it slow and just breathe.
Have I got the right thing? So I'm being a bit slow today because I've put the wrong. That's better. That's better.
Oh, back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want what we had. Oh, you're the one that I need. Let's just take it slow and just breathe. Loving someone is not easy, you know, but it makes us feel alive, so we go with the flow.
So what we're going to do now is get that kickstart going on pretty much every single track. So put on the piano. Let's actually take the piano out.
Oh, I knew you would call back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't wanna lose what we had. Oh, you're the one that I need. Let's just take it slow and just breathe. Loving someone is not easy, you know, but it makes us feel alive, so we go with the flow. Just love me harder, have no mercy on.
Yes, I think what works better is that ping pong delay. Let's listen to the bass with a ping pong delay. So the thing to be careful about with the things like delay and reverb is we don't want any side information at all on the. Let's just get rid of the side information. Cut low side. The other thing about bass is you don't want too much variation in the notes, because then you don't know what's bass and what's pluck. so this is just too low. Just an F, that's the problem with it. So you can hear the other problem with the delay, and delay does cause a lot of problems for me, is that the tail is bumping into the next note. So we just need to make it shorter. That's better.
Go back. You must be missing.
So we also need a sidekick sound on the bass.
Oh, I knew you would call back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't wanna lose what we had. Oh, you're the one that I need. Let's just take it slow and just breathe. Loving someone is not easy.
Brilliant. So we've got kind of two basses here. I'm going to just rename them. It's called a serum bass, and this one is the hive bass. I'm going to just keep that hive bass for now. I might get rid of it later, but just keep it for now. There's another bass. There was another bass in here.
Oh, I knew you would. You must be missing.
There was the other bass. This is the Reese bass. So let's just change. Let's get this serum bass. I'm just going to put it inside here. I'm going to call it a Reese bass. I'm going to just check. I may have created a plugin for Reese bass, but if I haven't, I'll just create one now. Reese. No problem. Reese bass is easy to create. So we'll just get a spectral anything. Just get a Reese, one of these Reese ones. Yes, so the Reese bass actually goes in here. It's just sorry for messing around, but I'm just going to get that Reese bass in there. And I'm going to solo that. Sorry, we've got to select Re-C. I'm going to detune that to 7. Unison 7. And this one's going to be wide. And it's going to be longer. It's going to be deeper as well. It's going to have more portamento. And the attacks don't take a bit of time to come in. Let's listen to it now.
Can I tell you? Oh, I knew you would go back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want to lose what we had. Oh, you're the one that I need. Let's just take it slow and just breathe. Loving someone is not easy, you know, but it makes us feel alive, so we go with the flow. Just love me harder, have no mercy on me, just tell me louder. If you're loving me, just love me harder, have no mercy on me, tell me louder. If you're loving me, can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Tell you what I need. Can I tell you what I want? Can I
So I'm just doing more arrangement work. So I'm not talking, but it's hard to talk and to do it. So I'm just cutting stuff out and putting stuff in as I see fit. You know, you as a producer will do your own thing. So I'm just doing that. So I think now is the time to bring some kick drums in. Let's do it. So I've got a few bass drum, kick drums. Let's look for G sharp. There you go. We've got one G sharp, and see if there's any others. G sharp. That's boomy, but I don't mind it. And we've got this one here, and this one. Let's start with a nice conservative sounding one.
Oh, I knew you would go.
Now let's just compare that to the other one that we heard, which is a bit boomier.
When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but go back.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them both, as I'm not sure which one to use yet. I don't want to get rid of them, so I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to consolidate this one, Control J, and I'm just going to simply change the color of this one so I know that they're different. Oops.
Oh, I knew you would go back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want to lose what we had. Oh, you're the one that I need.
Yeah, so the other one's kind of a sharper sounding drum. I'm going to use it in that sort of build-up part. So what we need now is we need hats. Open and closed. So So just sort of a tight sound there, and just get it closed on as well. So got two hats. And what I like to do with the hats is to put them in between the bass drum. I'm just going to do the same here if I can select it. So we've got kind of a bigger sound and smaller sound kind of going together like that.
Oh, I knew you would.
Actually, let's do them the other way around.
Oh, I knew you would call.
That's just way too big sounding. Let's just reduce the gain of that. Another thing I want to do is just add some groove to it. So just look for the MPC thingy. Where is it? There's swing. So this one's swing 64. Has that been applied? Swing 64. That's better.
Oh, I knew you would call.
Just reduce it a little bit. Just apply it really just to everything. Swing 64.
Oh, I knew you would call.
And we just start it around here. And just continue it.
Oh, I knew you would call back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you. I can see that.
This one's really annoying me. I need to cut some of the high off of it. Let's cut the high off here. Got two of those side ones, so I don't need two. I'm going to cut the high off here.
Oh, I knew you would call back. You must. Oh, I knew you. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want to lose what we had. Oh, yeah.
So we want to do, on those hi-hats, we want a little bit of, a bit of delay, just a little bit. I've got that on my return tracks already, echo away. Just a little bit of delay.
Oh, I knew you would call. If you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want to lose what we had. Oh, you're the one that I need.
So at this point, we want to go back to the drums and bring in some drum loops. We want some snares, right? Let's see what we've got in the drum loops here. That sounds like fun. Let's listen to that.
Oh, you're the one that I need. Let's just. Oh, you're the one.
It's too boomy. Going to reduce the sustain of it. Just kill the body of it.
Oh, you're the one that I need.
This is what it sounds like to start, and this is what happens when I take the body out of it.
Oh, you're the one that I need. Let's just take it slow and just breathe. Loving someone is not easy, you know. Oh, you're the one that I need. Oh, you're the one that I need. That I need. Let's just not easy, you know, but it makes us feel alive. So we go with the flow. Just love me harder, have no mercy on me. Just tell me louder if you're loving me. Just love me harder, have no mercy on me. Tell me louder if you're loving me. Can I tell you what? Love me harder, have no mercy on me. Tell me louder if you're loving me. Can oh, you're the one that I need.
What's the rest of this guy's vocal? Is it this one, isn't it? No. Where the hell is it? There it is. Oh, there's no vocal there. Okay.
Tell you what I need. Can I? Let's just take it slow and just love me harder. Let's just take it slow and just breathe.
So what I really like is I think at this point here we just need to bring that sort of chorus section back and put it in here. So I'm going to just select the whole thing and I'm going to insert here. So insert paste time. But instead of that vocal which we've just heard, I want this vocal here in there, as I think that's kind of a chorus. I don't know.
Tell me louder if you're loving me. Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you? Oh, you're the one that I need. Let's just take it slow and just breathe. Oh, I knew you would call back. Can I?
Okay, so I've worked it out. So that's the chorus. Sorry. Oh shit, what have I done? So that's the chorus there. If it's just come in a bit too late, because you don't want the chorus to come in at 1 minute, you want it a bit early. So I'm just going to cut that chorus out there. Oh no, cut time, isn't it? Cut time, there you go. And I'm going to paste time a bit earlier there. Buster time. So what that means is we kind of have more of a natural fluid. Yeah, so it goes back to sort of its normal state.
No, but it makes us feel alive. So we go with the flow. Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I oh, I knew you would call back the flow. Just love. Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? So we go with the flow. Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can
So there's some really interesting sounders coming out of there, but I don't know what instrument it is. Let's just loop that.
Can I tell you what I want? Can I?
It's Hive. Hive. What have I done with Hive? Oh, I've replaced it with Serum. Ah, but it sounds cool. I see what's going on here. I replaced the Hive bass with the Serum bass.
Oh, I knew you would call back.
Okay, I know what to do now, so I'm just going to get rid of that. But I'm going to keep it. It's kind of a happy mistake. I'm going to keep it in the chorus.
Can I?
I'm going to do more than that. I'm going to get a really cool sounding delay on it. this shit and put it behind the compressor. I'm going to compress all of it.
Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I?
So the thing that I'm missing from this Serum, just rename it Serum Chorus bass. The thing that's really missing from it is not missing, it's just the attack is too late. I want it to be sharp, this one. And I want it to be a bit bigger.
Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Love me harder. Have no.
So the other thing about the bass that's not quite working for me is
Can I
so I'm going to just change that bass a little bit. Control J just to make sure I've got everything I need. Do that.
do what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Love me harder. Have no mercy on me. Just tell me louder. If you're loving me, just love me harder. Have no mercy.
So we're going to just play with that bass a bit more. Just really want a sort of a playful bass, if that makes sense. The hell? Oh, I'm not changing the right thing, of course. That's not going to help. So let's change that. That's what I wanted. I want that sort of quick little hopping sound. Let's see if I can repeat it throughout. Yeah, that would do. So we're just being playful with it, really.
Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Love me harder. Have no mercy on me. Just tell me louder. If you're loving me, just love me harder. Have no mercy on me.
So really, I want that sort of, I want that sound like kind of like a disco second note up. Not for everyone, just sort of like that. Kind of want to, I don't know if I can get away with this, make them a bit longer, like that. I have to zoom in to do it for all of them. Sucks. That's fine. Just a little bit of work, but it would be good.
If you're loving me, just love me harder.
So why am I doing that? It's because I want kind of a portamento glide happening on that bass. This needs to be another color as well. Just put that to blue. Or aqua.
Love me harder, have no mercy on me, just tell me louder. If you're loving me, just love me harder, have no mercy on me, tell me louder. If you're loving me, can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you? Can I tell you what I want? Can I?
So that's all cool. So that bit there just progresses.
Love me harder. Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I?
Now that bit there just kind of dies at that point there. That's perfect.
Can I tell you?
Shit. I actually didn't realise that was the vocal.
Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I?
So I just want to, for this final bit here, I just want to mess around a bit with the sounds. I just want to really play with them.
Can I
Just a little bit will just make it just a tiny bit more interesting, believe it or not. Let's get all that right.
Can I tell you what I want? Can I?
Actually, may have gone overboard. Just at once across.
Can I tell you what I want? Can I?
Now the last thing on the instrumental I'm going to do is I like to experiment with OP, which is this sort of 80s virtual synth. I like to experiment to see, sometimes it really adds a lot to the track. So this one's also a little bit CPU heavy, but let's take the chords that we had a bit earlier, just plug them into OP. Yes, I know you're there. So just plug them there.
Can I tell you what I want?
So OPX is just superb 80s emulator, pretty cheap. Let's try a few things with that. So while that sounds beautiful, it's not actually the sound I'm looking for. I'm looking for a bassy sound. So let's go to any of the basses. Okay, the problem here is it's not low enough octave, so let's bring it down an octave. It's better. This is the sort of thing we want. We want a mono synth. So it's got a lot of funky sort of things. It's got portamento here. It's obviously got ADSR here. This is the tempo. It's got different types of arpeggiated modes. It's really easy to use. You can even control sort of the panning of each note in the arpeggio. And then you can sort of add saw, wave, or square. Change the pitch. Change the rate of the FO, make it long, short. It's easy to screw it up though, which is what I think I'm doing. That pitch is really important. And as you cut off, the filter sounds really nice on this. We want a plucky sound because it's pretty funky at the end there.
Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I?
Am I hearing a really annoying piano sound in there? Where is that piano sound? Oh, what the hell is that doing there? Get rid of that. So this OP doesn't have great functionality, so it's quite hard to automate. So what you need to do is you got to press configure and then click on this cutoff, and then it will then appear. That's the only way to get it on here. So we're just going to automate the cutoff so it's quite moves up a bit like that.
Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need?
So I want to keep that. I want to get that frequency back up. We need a bass. That bass. That's nice. So the final thing we're going to do, I can't believe we almost finished this actually. A final thing we're going to do is, I mean, I'm not going to master it or anything like that, but it's getting there actually. So let's just check this piano, see if it goes at the end. It does go at the end, but it doesn't need the side chain. Switch that off at this point. So the last thing to do here, I'm just going to rename this to vocal. It's going to have fun with this vocal. So I'm going to duplicate the vocal. I'm going to call this vocal deep. I'm just going to as you can tell, I'm going to transpose it down by 12.
Oh, I knew you would go back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want to lose what we had.
Sorry, there's another thing. Every time I hear the song, there's another change I want to make to it, so I just need that stop in there.
Oh, you're the one that I need.
That's it. So just bring the. So now that I've got this vocal here, what we can do with it is just check the EQ. You see,
Oh, I knew you would go back.
just fix that up.
You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want to lose what we had. Oh, you're the one that I need.
It's got the compressor there, and I'm just gonna. I've got this plugin called Soothe, which I love. I love this plugin. It's just gonna get rid of some of the funny sounds on the. It's funny the funny F sounds on his voice. Just gonna use kind of a preset for male vocals. I think there's a male vocal in here somewhere. Or is it just females? Start with safe vocals as a preset.
Oh, I knew you would go back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want to lose what we.
Wait a sec. What has happened to that vocal? it's just it's too many Fs.
If you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want to lose what we had. Oh, you're the one that I need. Let's just take it slow and just breathe. Loving someone.
So that sort of deeper vocal gives it a bit of body. Okay, so kind of, so you can see here my return tracks are reverb and echo. Something's missing, which is we do want some EQ on both. Just want to cut out, because these are we want to cut out any kind of low end on reverb and any low end on echo. So let's just do that now. And we want to send the vocal to both, but mostly actually just a little bit to the echo, but a lot to the reverb. Now listen to the difference.
Oh, I knew you would go back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want to lose what we had.
Going to get a glue compressor. I'm going to put that on the vintage verb. Come on. I'm going to put that in the vintage verb. I'm just going to side chain that vocal that we saw before. So just side chain it.
Oh, I knew you would go back. You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want to lose what we had. Oh, you're the one that I need.
So the last thing we're going to do in terms of the vocal is I'm going to do something crazy. So all of the drums, actually, I'm going to group them together. Where they are, here they are. These are the drums. It's only like these two. I'm going to put them right at the bottom. And there was a kick drum. Is it just those? Do I just have two? No, there was a hi-hat track. So we had a hi-hat track. Well, I thought we had hi-hats. Oh, that's a kick. I should rename this. I'm going to rename this to kick. And this one here is hi-hats. I call them hats. And this one's not necessarily just, it's not really a snare, but it's kind of like a perk. But I'm going to just call it a snare. And we're going to group all of them and call that drums. The reason I'm doing that is just going to get everything else, including the bass, is going to be grouped into another folder called instruments. And then I'm going to get a plugin which is really useful. It's called Track Spacer. Track Spacer, where is it? I'm going to put it on the instruments track. And I'm just going to sidechain that to the vocal. So I'm just going to go to the loudest part of the track, which is, I guess, this bit here.
Oh, you're the one that I need.
So you can barely hear the instruments,
Let's just
right?
take it slow and just breathe. Loving someone is not easy, you know, but it makes us feel alive, so we go with the flow. Tell you what I want, can I tell you what I need, can I tell you what I want, can I.
So what Track Spacer is doing is every time the vocal comes in, all of the frequencies that are the same as the vocals are being moved aside. But you don't want too much of that because then you won't hear anything. I've just got this little sort of button here. I think what's really important is to get the attack really quick. So what that means is you don't want too fast. You want the release to be fairly quick as well. So what that means is the frequencies are moving very quickly with the vocals. So it's not killing too much of the instrumental, but you're making it sound clear. So let's listen to it with the attack up.
Can I tell you what I want?
Because the vocal's now so clear, you can actually reduce the volume of it. So you've got more of a flatter.
Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what?
So that's really cool. The thing I did forget to do on the instrumental was put a bit of wideness on the vocal, a bit of sheen. So I'm going to just do that in here before the soothe comes in. I'm just going to pick a preset called Enhanced Space, which I like. Stereo.
Tell you what I want. Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Love me harder, have no mercy.
So that's it. So I mean, if you want, I can. So what I tend to do is I have a template with a kind of a basic, they've got a Pro L2 limiter, but it needs to still work in terms of the mastering. But if you want, you can hear what it sounds like with the limiter. It's going to be loud though.
Oh, I knew you would call back. You must be missing me. Left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't want to lose what we had. Oh, you're the one that I need. Let's just take it slow and just breathe. Loving someone is not easy, you know.
Yes. As you can see, the limiter, as well as me doing this video, is killing the song. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this song. I've done what I wanted. I don't know how long I've been talking to you guys for, but probably an hour. But I've got what I wanted. I've got a song that's just under 3 minutes. It's about 2:40, 2 minutes 30, which I think is okay. I might put an intro to it to make it a little bit longer, but I've got my song and I'm really happy. So I really hope that you enjoyed this journey, and I'm really glad that you guys took this journey with me. So yeah, until next time, catch you later.
Oh, I knew you'd call back.